The arena in London is alive long before the first punch is thrown. A cathedral of noise and expectation, where thousands of voices blend into one relentless roar. The lights cut through the haze of smoke and anticipation, sweeping across banners, flags, and faces carved with hope, doubt, and belief. In one corner stands Derek Chisora, the embodiment of heavyweight defiance, a man built for war, shoulders thick with years of punishment and pride, eyes burning with the promise that he will not be moved by reputation or myth. In the other corner waits Oleksandr Usyk, drifting forward like a storm carried on silence, the Olympic gold medalist from Kyiv, the former undisputed cruiserweight king stepping into the unforgiving land of giants. For Usyk, this is not merely a debut at heavyweight, it is a declaration of intent, a message to the division that speed, intelligence, and heart can conquer size. The crowd senses the tension of a crossroads moment, the meeting of two philosophies of violence, one forged in attrition and brute force, the other in angles, rhythm, and relentless footwork. As the introductions echo through the arena, the applause rolls like thunder, each cheer a wave of belief crashing against the fighter's composure. Chisora breathes deep, shoulders rising like bellows, knowing he must make this a furnace of pressure, a place where comfort cannot exist. Usyk stands light on his feet, eyes calm, absorbing the chaos as if it fuels him rather than frightens him. Carrying with him the long road from amateur glory to professional supremacy, now daring to conquer another kingdom. The bell rings, and with it the promise of collision, of bodies and wills, testing the truth of who belongs among the heavyweights. From the opening seconds, the contrast in styles is written in motion and impact. As Chisora surges forward, intent on turning the ring into a narrow corridor of pain, swinging heavy hooks to the body, and clubbing shots to the arms, trying to make every exchange a tax on Usyk's stamina. The Ukrainian answers not with retreat, but with angles, half-steps, and the sharp crack of the southpaw left hand, spearing through gaps that appear only for a heartbeat. The early rounds feel like a negotiation of territory, Chisora bulldozing into close quarters, forcing clinches, leaning with his weight, trying to sap the newcomer's legs, while Usyk dances just outside the line of fire, luring him forward and greeting him with quick combinations that slice across the guard. The crowd gasps as Usyk's timing begins to find its rhythm. Jabs snapping, straight lefts landing clean, the sound of leather on flesh echoing like a drumbeat of inevitability. Yet Chisora refuses to be discouraged, answering with thudding body shots that bend Usyk's torso, reminding him that speed alone does not erase mass. The tempo is relentless, sweat already darkening the canvas, breath beginning to labor as the first rounds bleed into the next. Every exchange is charged with intention, Usyk measuring, probing, reading the patterns of his opponent, while Chisora seeks to collapse the distance, to trap him against the ropes, and make the fight a contest of endurance rather than finesse. The arena feeds on this tension, rising with every clean shot, groaning with every near miss, sensing that the early minutes are laying the foundations for a war of adaptation and will. As the middle rounds unfold, the fight reveals its deeper story, a chess match disguised as chaos, where each man tests the limits of the other's plan. Chisora's pressure never truly relents, his feet pounding the canvas as he stalks forward, throwing wide hooks, digging to the ribs, forcing Usyk to work every second for space and breath. But the Ukrainian's intelligence begins to carve openings in the storm, his footwork tightening the angles, his timing sharpening, his counters landing with surgical precision. The crowd murmurs as Usyk strings together combinations, a chopping right hook into a straight left, a quick pivot that leaves Chisora swinging at shadows, the heavyweight veteran turning, searching, forced to reset again and again. Fatigue starts to creep into Chisora's shoulders, the weight of pursuit heavy on his frame. Yet his spirit remains unbroken. Each forward surge an act of defiance against the narrative that skill will outlast strength. Usyk's punches do not carry the one-shot annihilation of the division's giants, but they accumulate, each clean connection a line written into Chisora's face, each body shot a quiet theft of breath. The tension grows as moments of momentum flicker back and forth, Chisora landing a heavy right that draws a roar from the crowd, Usyk answering with a flurry that silences it just as quickly. It becomes a test of efficiency against ferocity, of precision against persistence, the kind of battle that reveals the soul of both men as much as their technique. Every round tightens the narrative thread, the sense that Usyk is finding comfort in chaos, while Chisora is being forced to chase a moving target that never quite stands still long enough to be broken. Usyk's footwork remains his sanctuary, guiding him away from the ropes, turning danger into opportunity, while Chisora's relentless march becomes a testament to his refusal to be denied respect in the heavyweight ranks. In these moments, the fight feels less like a contest of rounds and more like a trial of character, each exchange echoing the question of who can sustain their truth when comfort is gone. Usyk's combinations land with increasing clarity, the southpaw left threading through tired defenses, the body shots punctuating his control of distance. Chisora, though slowed, finds moments of success, thudding punches that remind the Ukrainian of the price of lingering too long in range. The air is thick with tension and admiration, the audience sensing that they are witnessing not just a bout, but the forging of a heavyweight contender through fire. When the final bell rings, the arena exhales as one, the sound of exhaustion, respect, and release washing over the fighters as they stand at center ring, chests heaving, eyes reflecting the journey of 12 grueling rounds. Chisora's face tells the story of a warrior who brought everything he had, who forced the newcomer to feel the full weight of heavyweight reality, who refused to allow elegance and easy passage. Usyk, though marked by the battle, stands with the quiet confidence of a man who has answered a dangerous question with action, proving that his craft can survive the furnace of heavyweight pressure. The judges' scorecards confirm what the rhythm of the fight had whispered over time. A unanimous decision in favor of the Ukrainian. A victory earned not through spectacle alone, but through sustained mastery under siege. As the announcement echoes through the arena, applause rises not only for the winner, but for the defiance of the challenger, for the collision of styles that gave the crowd a night of honest combat. Usyk raises his arms, not in arrogance, but in acknowledgement of the mountain he has begun to climb, the heavyweight crown now within sight. Chisora nods, warrior to warrior, knowing that though the verdict was not his, the respect earned in the crucible of 12 rounds cannot be taken from him. In that moment, under the fading lights and the lingering roar of the crowd, the heavyweight division feels its future shift, as a technician from Ukraine announces himself not as a visitor, but as a force that belongs.